what to watch on TV.
God, what are you going to binge next?
How many times have you asked that question?
3.
Okay, that's oddly specific.
I've lived a good life.
But thankfully, Netflix has provided us with some good original content.
And also The Ranch.
That's Joseph.
That's Tyler.
And you're watching Super Squad D, where the D stands for...
Drama.
I mean, sometimes.
Most of the time.
Not really even, at all in my list.
Today's video is a response to a viewer question.
That's right. Thank you, David Codd, for your question. This is our answer. It's a love letter to you.
David Codd asked us, what is your favorite Netflix original programming? Look, unless you've been living under a rock, you're familiar with a lot of the big names in Netflix original programming. We're talking about House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, Narcos, Bloodline,
Stranger Things. And
even the new drama, The Ozark.
been getting a lot of good reviews.
It's like the Facebook, right? It's just Ozark.
It's just Ozark.
I'm ancient. I mean, if you're familiar with those shows, you know they're winning awards, they're getting a lot of critical acclaim. You don't need us to tell you that you should watch them or why you should watch them. And I don't even like House of Cards. I can't watch House of Cards. I think it's doo-doo.
Okay.
You want to watch a doo-doo show? You watch that doo-doo show.
I mean, it's their choice. They can do
it's
it.
totally fine.
They're
I don't
adults.
care. You do it. Enjoy.
Unless you're under 18, you can do what you want.
Yeah, watch what you want.
You're an adult.
The people know what the people want.
You can be conscripted. You could be drafted.
Look, I mean, what are your choices? You're either going to go to Vietnam or you're going to watch the show.
The people know what the people want.
The people know
what the people
know
want.
what the people want. So what we will probably try to do is focus on maybe some of the other stuff that's really good that doesn't quite get the same amount of attention.
That's right. Up first is a pretty obvious title, but I feel like I have to say it as a lifelong Marvel Comics fan. It's the Marvel Netflix original series. Now those are as mainstream certainly as Orange is the New Black or as Stranger Things, but I can't get past how much I love both Daredevil and Jessica Jones. Iron Fist and Luke Cage also provided an interesting, entertaining time, but really just the idea that you can get another aspect of the Marvel Cinematic Universe from Netflix is just phenomenal. Of course, that's all going to coalesce with The Defenders that comes out later this month.
Coalesce. You drop that word down in Scrabble, you're getting like 30 points.
Boom.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So while you can get all the drama and the human depravity that you want out of House of Cards and Orange is the New Black and so on and so forth, if you want some good old-fashioned action superhero stuff, man, you can't go wrong with Daredevil.
You really can't.
I'm gonna flip to the other side of the genre spectrum. That's it. And you got the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
There's only one thing you need to know about the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
2 words. Titus.
So good.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt follows in the vein of 30 Rock, obviously, as it has the same creator, Tina Fey. And it focuses on this character, Kimmy Schmidt, played by Ellie Kemper. Someone who spent most of their life underground, away from everything that's happened in the world for like 15 years or something.
Now, if you're thinking this sounds like a blast from the past, a movie with Brendan Fraser, you'd be right.
Yeah,
it
even
is kind
stars
of like that.
Brendan Fraser. It does. I'm sorry.
This
I
show
spoke.
doesn't star Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, that's what. It was. I'm sorry.
I don't.
But it's got that unique Tina Fey twist to it. If you like her style of humor, you'll really like this show.
Give it a shot. I don't think you'll regret trying it out.
At the very least, you'll be singing that theme song for the rest of your life.
Another great choice on Netflix. If you grew up in the 80s and you liked 80s animation, the show Voltron probably means something to you. Netflix has come out now with 2 seasons of their own modern remake of the show Voltron, and it's just fantastic. You got stellar animation, a stellar voice cast, and a pretty great plot. If you've got kids who are maybe a little bit older, they will enjoy this show with you. So if you like animated shows and you enjoy a nice, lighthearted, good time that is a nice throwback to your childhood, give Voltron a try.
You know, Voltron was a little too old for me growing up, but I remember distinctly playing with my older brother's Voltron action figures, and you can put them together to make the... It was amazing.
Yeah.
So much fun. Moving back to dramas, one that just did not quite get the same amount of attention, but is well loved by a wide-ranging group of people, is Sense8. Sense8's a science fiction show that a lot of people were really into. It has almost a Firefly-esque sort of following to it.
It does.
The sad thing about it is that Netflix has decided they're not going to continue the show. So the amount of Sense8 that we have is the amount of Sense8 that we're going to get.
But if you're into sci-fi and you like the Matrix films at all, give The Pilot a shot.
At the very least, you'll get several hours of science fiction entertainment out of it, the quality of which we really haven't had in a show since Firefly.
And of course, we can't help but mention the show that gave fanboys of canceled series everywhere hope that they could see another season, Arrested Development.
Yeah. They thought they'd never see the Bluths again.
They were wrong. Now, unfortunately, due to actor schedules, they were unable to film the fourth season the way they did the first three. However, we did get a continuation of the series that we loved.
They weren't always in the same room as each other, so every now and then scenes look a little bit awkward, but the writing, I think, still just as crisp, just as hilarious. The storytelling's just done a little bit differently.
Yep. So if you're looking for a comedy and Kimmy Schmidt didn't quite hit that comedy button for you, give Arrested Development a try.
Finally, we're going to hit on a show that is a comedy, but not in the conventional sense. Master of None. It's a show that combines all these dramatic and comedic elements, and it makes it into a show that we really haven't seen the likes of before.
It's incredibly original, and it's one of those shows that really seems to stick with you. After you watch it, you can't help but think back to what you watched and just marvel at how good it was.
The writing is superb. The tone is unlike any other comedy or drama that you're going to find on TV.
And that coffee shop scene of him auditioning for a role was beautiful.
So while you have Netflix originals like House of Cards, which is a pretty straightforward modern drama in the vein of Breaking Bad, that sort of thing, and you have more original things like Bloodline, which is a pretty unique drama.
Yeah.
Then you've got Master of None, which is next level in its uniqueness and originality. And that's what really sets it apart, I think, and why it started to get a whole lot of award nominations and a lot more critical acclaim.
So hopefully next time you ask what should we watch, you'll have an answer.
You'll have at least 6 options if you paid attention, took notes during the video.
I mean, there may have even been 7.
It might have been. I mean, we mentioned most of the shows.
We mentioned everything.
So next time you're looking for a binging opportunity, turn on The Ranch. What are some of your Netflix favorites? Comment below. Be sure to like this video. Subscribe to the channel.
And that's Joseph.
That's Tyler.
And you're watching Super Squad D, where the D stands for... What did the D stand for?
Drama.
I don't think... But we talked about things that weren't dramatic.
It's true. We talked mostly comedies. Dang it. The D stands for dang it.